Armed Forces Day came to a city steeped in military history.
The first reference to the military heritage of Nottinghamshire really was 1415, the Battle of Agincourt, when the archers, the bowmen from Nottingham, were referred to in some accounts as the Sherwood Foresters. So if you like, one of our regiments goes back to 1415.
It was here too that King Charles I raised his standard at Nottingham Castle. It triggered the English Civil War, changing our history and creating the modern British Army. An army served by regiments like the South Notts Hussars, the Sherwood Rangers and the Sherwood Foresters. Their battle honours include an outstanding example from Spain during the Peninsular War against Napoleon.
Bradshaw is perhaps best remembered because it was a very, very bloody siege. The sieges were the bloodiest of battles then, because climbing up a 30-foot ladder to get onto a wall that's held by the enemy is never going to be an easy thing to do.
Into the Valley of Death went the Queen's Royal Lancers during the infamous charge of the Light Brigade in 1854. The next major actions for Nottingham troops were in World War I, a conflict that took a huge toll on the city.
There were certainly more than 10,000 men who died on active service. Now, when you consider that means that there must have been somewhere in the region of 40 to 50,000 men who were wounded, if there were 10,000 who died, then 1 in 6 of the male population of all ages of Nottinghamshire either died or was wounded in the Great War. The Foresters had a busy Second World War, but in comparison to the Great War, the First World War, nowhere near as costly. 11,000 men killed in the Great War, 1,150 in the Second World War, and that's quite usual for British regiments.
The Royal Navy has seen 6 HMS Nottinghams. In the air it produced the First World War ace, Albert Ball VC. And today Nottingham troops see action in Bosnia, Iraq and Afghanistan.
Over the centuries, the courage of Nottingham's sons and daughters has been called upon time and time again. And as history has shown, that call will continue. Paul Bradshaw, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham.